You know what? I was gonna bring this in how we normally do, but considering who I got with me,
Oh Lord.
all right, bitch. It's the Working Title Podcast, man. It's your boy Big Twan, the Teflon
I
Don,
love
Big
that.
Gucci Twan, Simply Twan, the motherfucking icon, man. It's my second time at the rodeo, you know what I mean? But probably ain't gonna be able to tell when we run through this motherfucker. On my left, I got a very special guest. Any place you ever chose to eat, probably got it from her. Whether you chose to eat there or not eat there, the one and only Come Eat with B probably gave you the knowledge that you needed to know to pick your meal for the night, tomorrow, next week, the week after that, next month, funerals, repasts, weddings, all that. You know what I mean? But I'm done talking. Pass it to my girl. Come Eat with B, man. Welcome to the show.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We good. How you doing?
I'm living.
You know what? Sometimes that's all we can ask for.
Yeah,
That's all we
I'm
can
breathing.
ask for. You know what I mean? So we could really jump into the meat and potatoes, no pun intended. You know what I mean? Actually, before we do that, I want to talk about where you just came from.
I just came from England Eatery. I am hosting my own brunch September the 16th from 11 to 2 with Cousin Kim.
Okay.
That's my dog.
See. Okay. Right. So make sure we take notes. You said September the 16th, 11 to 2, England Eatery, man. Pull up on Come Eat with B and Cousin Kim. You know what I mean? I'm going to pull up because I got to holler at Cousin Kim anyway on my own. You know what I mean?
We outside.
All right. So we could really just jump into it. You know what I mean? Part of doing this job is, anybody tell you that's been in front of this camera or this microphone is research, right? So I saw, when dug in the archives a little bit between Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
You were doing hair.
I still do hair.
Okay, so then that so we can jump into it. So which one came first? Was it doing hair or were you always a foodie? Now, foodie doesn't necessarily mean making the content, but always going out to eat, you know what I mean, having your opinions, recommendations, stuff like that. Kind of talk to me about which came first.
I feel like hair was first. I mean, because I've been doing hair since I was 10. Okay. So it's been going on for a while. But I always been a foodie my whole entire life. I was eating at Morton's at like 5.
Okay.
So
my fault.
I'll be doing a little something.
Okay. So, you started with doing hair, right? Mm-hmm. You did you've been doing the TikToks and stuff like that. What kind of convinced you or made you, come up with the idea of just, you know what? Just put it on camera. Let me show my talents or my opinions, both the hair and we'll start with the hair first.
All right. Well, as far as hair, I want to say everybody always be like, "Oh, you funny as shit." Like you just be saying anything, and I'm like, I am funny as shit. Like, all right.
Definitely outspoken.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start off with something that I'm already doing. And I'm going to just go ahead and put some commentary on it. And I'm going to just talk to y'all how I would want somebody to talk to me. Like, I don't want you to be like, hello, so come do this. Like, no. I need some real raw, like, keep it straightforward with me.
Okay. And then with the food, did you kind of take the same approach? Or?
Food was actually something that I did not plan on doing at all. Because I only did it because I have people asking me, like, oh, you always eating. Where you eat at? Where should I go? So I was like, you know what, fuck that. I'm ready to just put it on a platform. That way you can stop asking me and you just see it.
Okay. Because I was, I kind of was looking back. Like I said, I did my research. And I think it was, I want to say like May of like 2022. I kind of saw, you what's it called? We let the gram eat when we go out. So when your food come, you take the picture, throw it on the gram. Like, oh yeah, that's what I'm eating, whatever. And I kind of saw.
You took it back.
I had to. I didn't know who I was talking to. I couldn't just go with what everybody else is already seeing, right? So kind of talk about because at first it started just with the boomerangs. Kind of talk about the
comments and stuff.
So let me know about like the progression. You know what I mean? What the thought process behind? Okay, we going from boomerang to the real, and then was it a hard adjustment to make?
Not for me. I'ma say in the beginning I was just like posting little pictures and stuff and putting my comments, and then I was like, I'm tired of typing this shit out. Like it really be a lot of shit. Like, all right, bitch, look, this is what the fuck I got, and I'm trying to hear you. Like, you need to hear what I'm saying, and there we go. Like, and I started off with the soft tones. If you watch some of my earlier videos, I did hit it with the here we are.
All right, now here we are.
And then I was like, my girlfriend was just like, babe, like stop faking the funk. That ain't even you. And I was like, you right. And then one day I went out to what is it, Black Swan or something?
Yeah,
I went
that
to
was
Black
one of my
Swan.
favorite ones.
Yeah,
that was
I
one of
went
my
to
favorite
Black
ones.
Swan, and I was so pissed, and it just was like I was on the phone. Yeah, I was on the phone. Like, look, I'm gonna have to let y'all know this shit some bullshit. Like,
oddly enough, right? This was last year. My sister, she had a birthday dinner. She was trying to have a birthday dinner
at Black Swan.
So she just wanted to have one. So I was like, okay, well, let me know what you got, on your list of places you want to go, and then I'll try to, I'll help you, figure out or narrow it down, pick one, right? So she never told me. So my mother called me like, yeah, she got a dinner tomorrow, da da da. This is the day before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, just let me know where I gotta be, whatever. She like, yeah, it's gonna be at Black Swan. I had to put the phone down. It was like. And this, I'm not shitting on nobody. I wasn't too thrilled, right? I think the ambiance was cool. You know what I mean?
I ain't even like that.
Really?
No.
I think for me it was a little bit different than what I was used to. But you a foodie. I'm on the opposite, and I'm where should I eat tonight? Where what I mean?
It wasn't given. I don't like the cafeteria seating he got going on in there. The loud ass DJ, you can't even hear each other talk. Like, it gave me. I paid $10 to get in. Like, that's how it feel. Like, I don't like that for no upscale restaurant. Like, no. And then it's the whole you gotta take your hat off. For what? Like,
she ain't tell me that when I walked.
Yeah, they told my girlfriend she had to take off her hat, and she had on like a nice little dressy hat. And we like.
I had a Fear God fitted on.
And he ain't tell you take it at all?
Ain't nobody tell me nothing. I walked in the door, nobody asked who you here to see or you need seated, none of that. I walked in.
What?
I was just like, I'm just walking, and if I see him, I see him. If not, then I just be walking around here looking for people.
Well, maybe Broadman was acting bad when I went, cause
yeah.
He definitely had said, hey, she can't wear the head in here. And I was like, okay, she took it off, put it back on. Like, nah, that and like bar one, trash. Like, trash. Complete trash.
So, kind of, on the same note, you talking about the dress code. Is that something that you now feel like you got to look for when you go to try these places? Or does it, like, depend on who you with? Because, if you with, Cousin Kim, it's probably not something y'all have to pay too much attention to.
No.
But
most of the time when I'm with Cousin Kim, though, it's usually work. Like, we just go on a foodie adventure, and we just, got invited to these places, so we trying the food. When it's just me and my girlfriend, that's probably just something we going on a date. So we do look at the dress codes and stuff like that, depending on where we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, speaking on, with the business side of things, are there, are a lot of places like reaching out to you and trying to, any...
Yeah.
Without giving up too much, because I know certain things has got to be kept under tuck. But
I gave you one, England Eatery, but I mean, I had like Disney for the Hippodrome. They hit me up, so it be restaurants. You got the restaurants that want to hit you up for tastings, where they just want you to come in and eat and take pictures and stuff, which is cool sometimes. But most of the time, I'm gonna need the revenue. Like, I don't want your auntie plate from your grandmother's house, and you want me to review it. Like, it's not giving none of that.
Okay.
So, no. And I just had Royal Farms, too.
Okay.
But I ain't, they being cheap.
So, we aren't getting the ComeEatWiddBee and Justin Tucker collaboration.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm waiting on them. Royal Farms, if you out there, let me know what the fuck going on.
Hey, Royal Farms. Come talk to her. Her and Justin Tucker, I promise you, chicken sales gonna go up 1,000%.
Ain't it, though?
So let's, kind of want to touch on how you choose your content, right? So do you, I know, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm just going to try here. Is it, certain criteria that places may have to meet or establishment may have to have for you to want to review? Or do you just kind of go off maybe recommendations?
Yeah, I was about to say, most of the time, I'll have some of, like, my followers. I call them my supporters because I ain't no bitch that's going to be like, you a fan. Like, I ain't doing that. But I had some supporters that'll slide my DMs, or they'll even comment on my buy me a coffee. I call it buy me a plate. And then they'll come in there like, they be like, oh, I want you to try here, there, and the third. But for me, I feel like it's repetitive comments. Like, if you, like, always like, no, you have to try this, I'm going to go. Okay. But most of the time, I just like to try different shit. So I'll look up stuff on Google. I'm still a Google person.
Okay. So we transition from recommendations, right? So say you Google a place. When you get there and you looking at the menu, is there a specific item you're going after, like, i.e., like for me, I'm a big fan of salmon, right?
Okay.
Now I know you can't really just go anywhere and get anybody salmon because you just can't. Anybody who really eat seafood, a lot of times people be tearing it up, overcooked, texture be bad, terrible cuts, whatever. Is there a specific dish you look at or look for when you go places?
What do I always get? I like brunch.
Okay.
So my go-to when I'm looking at a brunch menu is if they got the Benedict joint, the poached eggs. That's the one.
What is it about the poached egg? I always wanted that.
The running. You like over easy eggs?
It's cool. It's cool. It's not my first preference. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So you a scrambled nigga?
Depend if it's a sandwich, don't scramble my eggs.
Okay.
I want everything in solidarity. I don't want to bite the sandwich and the egg fall out the back and all that. You know, you could fry the egg or whatever.
No, I don't want no hard-boiled fried egg. That's all wrong for me. I'm gonna need it runny.
Right.
And I'm gonna need it dripping so I can like do my thing.
You like sop it up.
Yeah,
sop the egg
it's
up.
so
Okay.
good. But like lunch and stuff like that, as long as they have lamb chops and like salmon, or the biggest one, what's them things called? Short ribs. I love short ribs.
Okay, so it's not run of the mill. To me, not run of the mill stuff. It's specific items. You know, some people they go and be, I'm gonna get the one sidebar. If you a chicken tenders and fries type of person, do not recommend me any place, bro. Don't recommend me no chicken tenders and fries anywhere.
That's Fridays.
Because you don't gotta recommend me Fridays. I know about Fridays. I know about all the run of the mill places like that. I need people who got a specific cuisine, specific item. Like I'm with you. I'm big on lamb chops.
Yeah.
Now how do you get your lamb chops cooked?
It depends. I can do medium well. Lately I've been doing a lot of medium rare. I don't like the well.
Out, right. Okay, so I kind of want to get back to the upside of, your job. Actually, no, it's not really the upside. It's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, it has its days.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to that. I'm glad I'm going to get to that. So when, you at a spot, you get your food or whatever, is there a time where you just was like, this not even worth my review? Or do you feel like you would be doing a disservice to the people by not telling people?
Recently, I went to the Crazy Crab Bag. I held back only because, I reached out and everything, and they came back like, oh, no, come back. You got to come back. We just had brunch or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to give it another chance. Right, if I had to review them right now, 4 out of 10. My biggest thing is service. I hate bad service.
Glad you making my job easy. You making my job so easy.
I'm dead, but I can't stand bad service. You give me bad service, I'm the bitch that's gonna be like, can I take the gratuity off of here? Like, no, I don't give a damn if you follow me on TikTok. I said no tip. No.
Okay, so because I'm big on service as well.
Yeah. No.
So from what I'm getting is that you would kind of have to royally mess up for you to not even want to give the review. Because it's one thing to say you don't like a place. Because at the end of the day, what people kind of forget when it comes to making the content that you make, being a foodie, this is still strictly opinion. Like this isn't law. This isn't biblical. It's not a command. It's none of that.
To some people, it is though.
And I understand it because I take food serious because at the end of the day, you're spending your time, you're spending your money.
Yeah.
But don't let the opinion of I get their food. They are professional, but still try this stuff out for yourself. Yes, it's not law. But kind of still touching on the dissatisfactions. Actually, I think I might have covered that. This is the part I really want to get into.
Oh Lord!
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. Still the dissatisfaction. So we get the Ari bitch, right? Okay. For the first time. When you come back from your trip from Houston, this was January last year?
Damn,
like
you did some deep dive.
I had to. Because,
okay.
It's what we do.
Homework. Damn, that was a minute.
It's your staple. It's your copyright, right? When people hear ComeEatWiddBee, all right, bitch, we had so-and-so, so-and-so.
Or the fuck good.
Exactly. So kind of, after Houston, we kind of, don't really hear it again until you go to Medusa. Kind of talk about what, did something transpire that made you commit to the Ari bitch? Because we got a couple Ari nows.
Yeah.
Was it, kind of talk about what built up to the notorious intro. Let's call it that.
Well, Ari bitch is really how I talk.
Right.
Like, when I'm explaining something, I'm like, all right, bitch, like, look. But at first, I was trying to find a balance because you do get the people that, oh, you cuss too much. But, bitch, Bernie Mac cuss too much. Who gives a fuck, right? So I kind of sort of, it became a niche. Like, after a while, people was walking up to me like, all right, bitch. And I'm like, oh, you fucking with it.
Okay,
we gonna keep it going then. So ever since then, it just was, all right, bitch, everything.
Okay. And I was actually going to touch on that. Like, do people, see you in public? Like, oh,
Man,
this is...
do they?
Really?
I deal with that a lot. But I love it, though. I mean, it's a little bad when I'm out Instacarting or something and my hair fried and nigga come up like, can I take a picture? And I'll be like, yeah. Because you can't be rude to the people because then it turns into, oh, she a bitch. And I'm never that. I'm that bitch. You. I'm just not the bitch, you know? So I'm trying.
That's a proverb, yo. That's a proverb right there, yo.
So, but I hear it a lot, even from the niggas. They even be like, oh, all right, bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
And see, yo, niggas be acting so fake tough, like they scared to like stuff, yo. Like if you like what you like, you see him, yo, it's okay. You already show love on the gram. Yeah. Don't be fake in person and act like, oh, you too cool to speak or you don't want to seem like a dick rider. Too. Yo, support who you support, bro. It's all good. When you see people in the streets, it's love. You feel me? As long as you come with love, it's always love. So we talked about, you brought up people saying you in public, when you not feeling, feeling you look your best.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about more of the cons or struggles with the job that you do.
Well, as far as like being out in the real world,
any part of it that's kind of like, I love doing the reviews. I love going out to eat. I love the work.
Yeah.
But is there a part that you could possibly do without, or is there a part where it's just like every time it comes up, it's like, oh, here we go with this part again?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, I feel like it's a move for everything. I'm a huge people's person, so I enjoy it. The only weird part is the stalker shit that come with it. Like, you'll have people that is in your inbox that see you out. Don't say shit, but slide in your DMs. Like, oh, I saw you last night. I had somebody have a whole video. I done seen people taking pictures of me and shit. Like, it gets weird. But it also gets weird. You know how you wake up in the morning and you don't want to talk to nobody?
Yeah.
And you get to the Wegmans and say, all right, bitch. And I'll be like, what the fuck? And then I got like, hey, girl. Like, because sometimes I might be a little dry because, bitch, I'm working. My stomach probably hurt. Anything. Like... But I'ma still keep it cool. And another thing I'm not gonna say I can't stand is the whole when I got my liquor jars. I want you to try them and do a review. I hate the like depending on the type of business that it is. No. And some people I'm nice to. Like I appreciate it. I posted on my story. Cool. You gave me this. You gave me that. Whatever. But then it be the motherfuckers that like, oh, I want to do your hair for a review. Bitch, I do my own hair. What else you got? You got some revenue? We can talk like that. Like, that's the part that's irritating.
I feel like if they offering to do hair, I don't think people did they research.
At all.
I don't think they did their research.
At all.
So we kind of, you brought up people kind of giving you, scratch, here's, let's say a care package or whatever. Like, okay, I want you to review this. I'm going to give you this, that, and the other, for a review. Do you have a favorite or one that really stood out to you?
I've done?
Maybe done or just received. Or we could do one that you received and then one that you've done if you want to.
Well, one that's sticking out to me is Yo Kitchen.
Okay.
I do have Facebook, which I keep on the low because I be minding my business.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how intimate Facebook really is.
Me, though. They be finding that and Twitter. I try to keep it under wraps. They be finding me.
I'm gonna say this: they got to do some. To me, you got to do some real research to find you because you have a common name. You know what I mean? Everybody knows. 1,000 people probably who shared. Exactly. I didn't want to drop the government on just because I didn't know how you was going. You know what I mean? I want to stay away from that, but. Kind of talk about, again, back to you, the favorites.
It was Yo Kitchen. I had posted on Facebook. I think he one of my Facebook friends. And I was like, yeah, I want an edible dinner. And everybody and their mother want to jump on my DMs. Oh, I cook the best in butter. Girl, bye. Like, what you got? He was the only one that went above and beyond. And I loved it. I was like, cool, you give me the food. I have to give you a review just because of how professional you are. And, man, that food was good. Man, gave me a little bit of treat. Gave me some edibles. We was outside.
Hey, man, I like that. I like that.
That was cool.
We kind of, especially as like a media outlet, when we reach out to people, we definitely want to make sure it's clean and professional. That's why when I sent you, it was almost a whole, page long full of stuff. Because I was like, I don't want to just be like, unless, it's somebody I done built a rapport with, like, yo, bro, come sit down with me, come holler at me, you feel me? But,
even if you would have did that, though, I probably would have looked at your page first, but, I mean, I probably still would have responded. This is Baltimore, so people don't have professionalism sometimes. They'll come and be like, how much you charge? Like, damn, bitch.
I hadn't heard that line a few times. Definitely done heard that. 1,000 times over send out messages. So you kind of brought up earlier. I kind of want to backtrack a little bit. With you still, doing hair. Talk about the balance. Is it hard to kind of balance that, or is it, it's kind of, or is it in your blood? You just get it in.
I mean, it is in my blood.
Of course.
But I will say it's hard to try to balance this lifestyle and being an entrepreneur, going down a different path. It's kind of like turning 18 all over again and starting my process all over again. Okay. Like the struggles and all over again. So it's definitely hard. That's why when I tell people when they try to start being reviewers or influencers, taking reality that you only get notoriety first before you get the bread. Like, just because you famous don't mean you ready to be caked up, because that shit take time.
Trust. We understand it. Do you remember what it kind of felt like to realize, like, oh, this content creating is kind of taking off? Like,
I realized that when I got scammed in Miami. Nobody knows this. I got scammed in Miami. Had to spend $1,200 on 2 new tickets, and I get back to Baltimore and I got Just Hilarious in my inbox. I was like,
that's hard.
Yeah, like that's I'm hard. Like, all right, bet she watching my shit, to the point where she hit me with the back on April such and such when you posted Miss Shirley's. I said, oh, you been watching.
Like, you really been watching.
Oh,
okay.
Shit. Okay, let me keep this going then.
So have y'all developed a steady relationship?
I'm trying to, but when I come to, I already told her we gonna get something to eat and all of that. But before I push it to her, I want to kind of get my platform. Like, you see, I'm trying to get the Instagram to match the TikTok, and I'm trying to take it further. So when I do add her on there or try to get her to actually come out at that point, then it's gonna be we outside, because I really fuck with Just Hilarious.
Yeah, no, she's definitely cool.
I definitely fuck with her.
And speaking of the followers, I saw you just hit with that 14K, which is not crazy in a bad way, which is crazy because when I hit you, I think you had like 12 and some change.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where that surgence of following came from, or is it kind of just
these videos?
Okay. Is there one you could pinpoint that might be, or is it just the fact that maybe you're just consistent?
I want that too, but some of my videos hit, like I want to say Sunday Subs.
Okay.
That hit. And the one that really took it off recently, because I was at 12, was Easy Like Sunday. That went completely viral.
Okay.
And everybody was like, oh, shit, who that? But if you had me on TikTok, you already know what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
See, unfortunately, I don't got TikTok. So it was a little harder for me to do my research on there. Just a little bit.
TikTok where I started.
And, okay. So now, as far as the content creation goes, because you knee deep in the game at this point. And have been for a while, because you was doing the hair videos with just the music in the back, and then we fast forward, really almost maybe 2 years?
Yeah,
maybe 2 years.
2 years, almost 3.
Yeah. So looking at it now, you've come a long way, and I want to definitely give you kudos from the stalkers to what comes with. Not the stalking coming with it, but
media.
Exactly.
I'm doing stand-up now, so I'm trying to get my comedy shit going.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about stand-up.
It's still a little lightweight.
Okay. Have you done some shows? Have you?
Yeah, I do open mic night up at Motor House, right up the street. So I done did that about 3-4 times now. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get super comfortable. I've only posted 2 of my actual stand-ups on my page. But they ain't on. They was in my story because I don't need nobody to be able to go back and look at it.
Right. Kind of how's that? How's the adjustment from you talking, into the microphone for the videos to now
being in front of people?
You got to be in front of these people. Yeah.
I will say the first 2 times it was like, all right, I gotta get drunk and go up here and talk my shit. And I started off with fucking with people in the crowd to the point where I made friends.
Okay.
But then the second time I was going through some shit Baltimore rent is crazy. So I got up there and was really talking about my life, and it's so often, well, not so often, but it just so happens that somebody that watched my videos was in there, and when she got on stage, I didn't even know Shorty. She was like, I just want you to know you funny in real life the same way you funny on the computer. And I was like, damn.
That's what's up.
So I'm not an IG comedian, huh? Like, that's cool. But it's definitely different. It helps me, like, open up, because I want to be on TV. That's my main goal. So I'm like, I'm just trying to warm myself up to this, because I feel like it's going to go further than what I think.
I mean, shoot. I mean, you're doing the food reviews. I feel like TV that's not far off. I mean, you really do your own thing. Like,
yeah, that's next. I'm working on that too. I'm working on a lot of stuff. I want to have my own show, and I also want to have a show with, like, different chefs coming on to cook for me to keep in my stomach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like would it be just you reviewing a bunch of different chefs, or would the chefs be competing for?
They competing.
Okay.
And then getting eliminated. It's like a mix of, like, some Gordon Ramsay kitchen type shit. Yeah.
I was trying to avoid mentioning other people.
I'm gonna give you the grocery store, like, let them shop.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you now, the first season probably, because money is tight. But so on, I want to have them living together, like, so you can see the whole situation from start to finish. And it's going to be on Tubi. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So it's okay. So like you said, kind of like Chopped and kind of mixed with a little bit of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, because Hell's Kitchen my shit. I ain't gonna lie, I love some Hell's Kitchen, yo.
You know, I'm the Gordon Ramsay. I'm a mean ass bitch. I'm coming around there saying this shit nasty, bro.
Yeah,
like,
so if you hop on the show, leave your feelings at the door. Because if you ain't never watched none of her videos, and you watching this now, she don't hold her tongue. She not cut no cards. She gonna keep it real with you. So don't come in there trying to Alfredo niggas to death. You know what I mean? The streets don't want to see it, and neither do she.
Not at all.
Okay.
That's funny. It's funny you said that, though.
I try. You know what I mean? But kind of before we wrap this up, every interview with somebody who has a line of work, you know, there's many that came before you.
Yeah.
And with the way it's going now, if it wasn't going to be any coming after you, it damn sure will be now, right?
Yeah.
Any advice for anybody that maybe not even just the food portion, influencing and content creation? Do you have any words of advice or any warnings or anything?
I would say don't stop. Like, even if you feel like, oh, I'm only getting 60 likes, I'm only getting 300 likes, one of them videos gonna pick up, and whatever in that video got you that, like, if niggas in your comments talking about the fuck good and this, stick to it and keep it pushing. And the more you stay focused and consistent, you'll be good. But if you gonna bullshit around and think you just doing this for free food, stay home with your mother. And don't be reviewing your auntie uncle's shrimp pasta. Don't nobody give a fuck about it.
I'm glad you kind of touched on the likes, because people do pay that a lot of attention.
And it don't happen overnight. I feel like, as far as influencing, period, it's going to take at least a year for you to even see any type of following. When I first started Instagram, I was at like 3,000. My TikTok was going up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody, like, what, y'all ain't watching me? So I started doing other shit, like going live and shit. But my next thing is YouTube. I'm about to hop on there. I'm on there, but not consistent.
Hey, y'all see where y'all watching it at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the big TV.
I heard they got the coins over there. I'm on my way
man,
over.
Hey, listen, man. YouTube, come holler at us, man. Come talk to us. You know what I mean? We could work something out.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I appreciate you coming through. Was anything else you wanted to talk about, anything like that?
Just make sure y'all niggas and everybody watching is at that brunch at England Eatery on September the 16th from 11 to 2. BYOB, okay. Remember that. It's only $15.
Man, we gonna be there. We gonna be there. You said $15?
Yep, only $15. BYOB.
Hey, man, listen, man. That BYOB, man, $15, man. I better pull up, man. We gonna be in there.
And it's 90s R&B, so it's gonna be a vibe.
Oh, man. So listen, man, $15, man, BYOB, man. Come in there, cut a rug with a nigga, man. Get a mimosa or something, man. Come holler at us.
Dead.
But with that, man, we gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you coming through again.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I appreciate you for pulling up, because we shoot 1,000 shots and we don't make all 1,000. So
really,
I mean, it come with the game.
It's Baltimore.
It come with the game.
It's Baltimore.
It come with the game. But for let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on TikTok. I go by Britt Did It, but ComeEatWiddBee is what I'm better known as. So Britt did it on what is that? TikTok. Come Eat with B on Instagram, and Britt did it on YouTube too. Because I need to get that up now.
There we go. There we go. And you know, it's me, Big Twan the Teflon Don, Big Gucci Twan, Simply Twan the Icon. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Please don't shy away from giving feedback, whether it's good or bad. If it's good, we know we're doing the right thing. If it's bad, then let us know. We don't want to keep putting out something you don't like. You feel me? At Working Teapot on Instagram. We Working Teapot on Twitter? Yeah, okay. My bad. I'm sorry, on X. Working Teapot on Instagram and X. That being said, we out.